to Bongo Vogels and Helen Wheels.
I am not afraid to say that was one of my favorite national anthems I've ever seen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get this grudge match going, so I want you to put your fist in the air in defiance for the Derby Liberation Front! Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the Derby Liberation Front!
And DLF's opponents.
Well, Professor, it looked like the soccer witches were on vacation during DLF's introduction there.
Yes, reading exciting magazines.
And then DLF put their fist in the air in defiance like the 74 Olympics. So already, we're off in some contention here.
I have to take those gestures of disdain for each team with a grain of salt, because I know how seriously both these teams respect each other and how much they respect their each other's talents going into this grudge match. We used to call it third and fourth place. Now it's just for pure hatred, and of course,
they're putting the grudge match.
They will put the grudge in grudge match, and the Socket Wenches, of course, leading DLF in terms of wins and losses as far as our action here in the Key Arena so far this season. But in scrimmages, a lot of times it has been a different story, with DLF upsetting the Socket Wenches and vice versa, trading the victories back and forth. Of course, the fans don't get to see that, but it means a lot to the mental game of both these teams going into this conflict. And here we go on the Gorditos Jammer line for the Socket Wenches is XCon 18 and Life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you new to Derby, we'll pay attention to the skaters with the stars on the helmets. Those are the jammers. They score points for their teams by lapping opponents. The first pass here is the initial pass. There's no score yet, but the first one out cleanly gets lead jammer. That's Corey Caminos. She can call off the jam legally at any time.
Absolutely. It doesn't mean that XCon can't score. I mean, after this initial pass, but it does mean that she has the strategic advantage of lead jammer, and as you'll see throughout the game, that advantage is the main advantage and one that will come into play again and again. Wow, great skating by Corey Caminos there, weaving her way through the pack, getting just a skate ahead of Juliet Bravo and calling off the jam.
Now she gets points for everyone she laps, so she got 3 points there because she passed 3 Socket Wenches. And that's the first scoring pass, and then she had lead jammer. She had the ability to call it off. Socket Wenches did not score any points yet, but they were able to. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your hands if you have not seen Derby before. All right, keep them up and meet your neighbors. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're sitting next to someone with a hand up, help them out. Share your knowledge of the sport of roller derby.
And also look for these bright orange programs that delineate the rules of Derby and also the referee hand signals for all the many myriad penalties we have. Lucinda Pack for the Derby Liberation Front. Ooh, excellent push assist by Chevy Chase, sends a Lucinda outside the lines. And of course, you can't color outside the lines here in Derby. Once you get pushed out, you've got to put on the brakes and get back in the pack where you left it, or else you can be called for cutting the track.
There's all kinds of penalties here. You want to pass skaters inside the line. That's why you see the blockers hitting them outside of the line, because they can't pass them. You also cannot block a skater 20 feet in front of the pack, so they let Lucinda Pack go. She's your lead jammer. Again, she can call up the jam at any time.
And of course, to get that lead jammer status, she had to get through that pack legally. Ooh, bad news. And there is cutting the track. An example for you. Lucinda Pack, unfortunately, getting called, cutting the track, unfortunate for DLF, that is, headed to what we like to call the sin bin to cool her wheels. And in the meantime, that's activated a power jam situation. Advantage Socket Wenches, they've got the only jammer out there, the only ability to score. And with Lucinda Pack as the lead jammer, that means it's going the full 2 minutes.
If there's no, the jam is not called off, the longest thing goes 2 minutes. That is Penny Racer's first pass, no score yet for Socket Wenches, but now they have the ability to score when she gets through the pack again.
This is a scoring pass for Penny Racer.
This is the first scoring pass, so first opportunity for Socket Wenches to score. You get points for every opponent you pass legally, so you can get as many as 5 when you get through the pack. We'll see what Penny Racer's able to get.
We're seeing a nice 3-wall there get picked apart by Penny Racer. Excellent. The 3-wall getting a little bit of distance there, and you cannot split the pack up like that, and you'll see that a lot, deliberate attempts to stretch that pack out.
Remember, yeah, you can't block 20 feet in front of or behind the pack, so if you get the jammer gets too far up front, they gotta let her go.
So Lucinda Pack still serving time on her penalty, while Juliet Bravo assumes the Gorditos starting line for the Socket Wenches in yet another power jam situation. Only a few seconds left on Lucinda Pack's penalty, I do believe there, Randy Pan.
Absolutely. Now she gets back in time. She still is able to get lead jammer if she gets out of the pack first.
First whistle starts the pack, second whistle immediately starts the jammer. What do we call this situation here, Randy Pan?
So what DLF is doing is they're trying to slow down the pack and stop Julia Bravo so their jammer can get back in and
Pack
get
stretched
through.
too thin, and Lucinda Pack becomes lead jammer. Socket Winch is forced to fall back.
Now we have another power jam. This time, Julia Bravo for the Socket Winches went to the penalty box for cutting the track, passing skaters out of bounds. So now DLF have a power jam, Lucinda Pack being the only jammer out there.
And the Socket Winches used that opportunity, that power jam, wisely, taking the lead early on here away from the DLF. And now it's DLF's turn to turn it back on the Winches.
So what the Socket Winches are trying to do is race the pack as fast as possible to make it hard for DLF to score. But all DLF have to do is trap one Socket Winch. They can slow down the pack and get Lucinda out. But
and you see I'm a Handful extending her arms there, and in fact extending the width of the pack by doing so. And but unfortunately it's fallen apart here, and Lucinda Pack let by for our first Grand Slam of the night. That's 5 points, the maximum points you can score on a pass.
She gets points for the blocker she passed, plus anybody in the penalty box at the same time.
That's right. If you're in the penalty box and you get passed, it's what we call a ghost point. Oh, it's scary.
DLF increased their lead to 14 points to Socket Winches 5. Nice run from Juliet Bravo on the outside line. That was her first pass through, so no points yet for her, but it puts her in a scoring position now.
Julia Bravo becoming a streak of checkerboard and blue as soon as she touches wheel to that track. Okay, and of course this bout and the Rat City Roller Girls are sanctioned by the WFTDA. We are proud members of the Women's Flat Track Derby Association who govern it and come up with these rules. The rules are in constant evolution, and Randy Pan, as we were talking about, we're working on a rule set right now that may be completely different come next season.
It's going to be better, we promise you. Up at the line for the Derby Liberation Front right now, number 0, Anarchist.
And of course, Rebel Bell, 7-11, 24-7 for the Socket Winches. And Rebel Bell doing an amazing job last bout.
Absolutely.
Really an all-star of the team and one of the veterans of the Winches here as she fights her way to the front. Nasty looking 3-wall she's got to get through. Can she do it?
Now, DLF have a little bit of advantage. They have 4 blockers out there, 1 Socket Winch blockers in the penalty box. Advantage, a defensive advantage for DLF, and they're trying to capitalize on it.
Winches sending Clobber Mame and Severe and Trouble Loves Mimi in there to help.
Looks like
And that's enough to stop Anarchist.
Rebel Bell coming out first legally after a hard-fought first round. No points yet, but she is lead jammer. She can call off the jam. It looks like Rumblefist went to the penalty box for a legal forearm. You can only hit with your shoulders and your hips, and you can only hit the front or sides of another skater. Otherwise, you're going to the penalty box.
Queen Mom, where you at, baby?
I'm right here with the Mama's Boys of Team Queen Mom. Yay! And I know you guys are equal opportunity rooters, but is there a soft spot for the Socket Wenches, maybe?
Wenches! Woo!
Wenches all the way, I guess that's a yes.
Thanks, Queenie. Once again, Queen Mom gets her own fan club. And of course, Randy Pan and I are in charge of our own fan clubs, and we have no Facebook likes yet.
Yet. We have each other as friends, and that's all we need.
Poison Berry coming off the line for the Wenches. Corey Caminos for DLF.
Oh, on the inside line. Nice run there by Poisonberry, number 5. She is lead jammer for the Socket Wenches.
Poison Berry, indeed a very good skater. And very good blocking going on by the Wenches, sending Caminos in off the line.
Nice defensive 2-wall by the Socket Wenches up front, but Corey Caminos finally pushes him out. Gets the go-ahead. That's her initial pass. No points yet.
All right, full contingent of Wench defense out there. Tina Mussolini, Penny Racer, Chevy Chase, and Squirrel. Will they be able to stop the assault of Corey Caminos?
Corey Caminos on her pass now, going for a scoring pass. Interesting call. It looks like Corey got 3 out of that. Wenches 0, and Wenches called it off before they could prevent any points. We'd like to thank the start line tonight and the entire season. Our start line is brought to you by Gorditos, Mexican food with a healthy flair. The Gorditos starting line, with which Aviator for the DLF is standing up, and
Julia Bravo, the spirit of 76, on the line for the first time for the Wenches.
all right, good bout so far. DLF's up 20, Wenches to 13, only 2 scoring passes behind. That is nothing in Derby, people. Are you enjoying what you're seeing so far? Good.
All right, that fills me with confidence, Randy Pan. That means they can hear me. All right, Julia Bravo with a hop, skip, and jump right to the front of the pack and through. She is your lead jammer. Meanwhile, getting beat up at the back, Aviator taking shoulder from Trouble Loves Mimi.
DLF trying to slow down the pack and make an opening for Aviator, but she gets hit to the outside.
Wenches take those points and go home with them. Calls out the jam for the Grand Slam.
We like to, hey y'all, if you want to make some money tonight, the Seattle Derby Brats are doing the 50-50 raffle. They are young girls ages 6 to 17, the opportunity to participate in a cutting-edge competitive sport. These young ladies, coached by Betty Ford Galaxy, are raising funds to travel to Eugene, Oregon this August to compete in the Northeast Junior Tournament. So give them some love and make some money with the Derby Brat raffle.
Yeah, ex-con on the line up against No Mercy. And of course, as the second whistle blows, the jam is underway. The last winner of the Seattle Derby Brats 50-50 raffle went home with a huge dinosaur choking wad of money. It could be you, folks. Ex-con fighting her way, doing a lot of defensive jamming right there at the front.
She's trying to get Anarchist sucked back into the pack if she can. Anarchist is saying, no way. Teeny Mussolini almost catches her, but Anarchist gets out. Ooh, that was fun, Professor.
She worked hard to give an opportunity to Teeny Mussolini to try to stop Anarchist, but Teeny Mussolini, as good as she is, can't deal with the veteran skating of Anarchist. And look at Ann giving a little bit of tap to ex-con to let her know, hey, I'm coming through here, lady.
So if you're not lead jammer, you want to run out front and you want to get ahead of them to make them call off the jam.
Ann definitely thought she scored on that, but 0-0 on that last one. All right, thank you to our friends at The Stranger, longtime sponsor and friend specializing in local and offbeat trendy news for you trendy people. Ladies and gentlemen, you found out about this through The Stranger.
Looks like we have a pack advantage here for DLF. There is 4. We have an official timeout, ladies and gentlemen. There's all kinds of possible reasons there could be an official timeout, so I'm going to go investigate, Professor.
And Detective Pan is on the case following, using the CSI. Okay, never mind. I'm out of ideas for that one there. But Randy Pan will go find out. Randy Pan will find out what the referees are up to. It's Questlove. Oh, I love you, dude. Come to the after party, man. We'll jam. It's cool.
I love you with the roots. It's good stuff. So we are going to have a points deliberation here. We're seeing if all the points win.
Well, there was some question. I noticed that Anarchist definitely thought she scored on that last pass through there. She muscled her way through that pack. But we saw the fists go up in the air from the referees, designating 0 points scored on that. So we're working it out right now.
So this is official review. If the review gets passed, then they have more opportunities to do it. We'll see how this goes down.
And, of course, waiting patiently on that Gorditos jammer line are our 2 jammers. Ooh, Lucinda Pack getting called off by Ida Slapter, coach for the Derby Liberation Front, swapping out her jammer star to Corey Caminos. Now, Corey Caminos, look at, woo! Now, we like to see good sportswomanship here, but maybe Poison Berry and Corey Caminos should just get a room or a suite.
So it was an official review about the score to see if DLF got more points out of it. The score is going to stand as it is, so DLF have used one of their official reviews.
All right. Good news for DLF. And I do believe the score might be adjusted, but as I'm seeing it right now, DLF with a tiny little 2-point lead over the Socket Wenches, and still a lot of time left in the first half of this grudge match. The clock starts, the second whistle blows, our pack is underway, and right to the front of the pack, and right by that unsuspecting line. Oh wait, knocked out at the last second. Still an opportunity for DLF to shut down Poisonberry. Oh, cutting the track.
Did get a cutting track. She did pass players out of bounds. So it's a game of centimeters. If you pass them by just a little bit, it counts. Oh, nice!
Wow, did she make it? She made it.
She made it, all 5 points. Nice hit by Juliet Bravo. But Corey danced on the inside line and got all 5 points on there. That was close.
That was really close right there. And you can have one skate outside the line, but not two. And it doesn't matter if it's 1 millimeter of the 88 millimeter width wheels going outside the line. The refs will see it.
So Juliet Bravo went to the penalty box for a low block. You cannot hit opposing skaters below the thigh. So you have to be careful you hit. You can only hit on the side, the hips, the arms, and the front.
Pack split up, forced to let Corey Caminos by.
So what DLF are doing is they're just trapping one opponent and keeping it as slow as possible so they can keep the pack slow so they can get Corey Caminos around as many times as possible.
And of course, Chevy Chase stuck in that trap there, couldn't just start throwing karate chops to that back of that three wall there. She had to play by the rules or else she's gonna be taken out of commission and no use to the rest of her teammates.
Now you have to keep the pack together.
Oh, Poisonberry with a vicious escort to the outside. Ivana Klobber.
Now she hit her at 20 feet behind the pack, so that's blocking out of play. Everyone's going to the penalty box. We really have two people in the pack right now, Professor.
Well, Poisonberry might only have two skaters to get by, but, well, wait a second, now they're coming back in. But she gets a full contingent of points if she does it legal.
Poisonberry got a major for a hit to the head. A hit to the head, you can't hit to the head ever, and that's gonna send her to the penalty box for a minute. Queen Mom, make sense of this for us.
Hello, I cannot. However, I can say that it's Drew Blood's last time coaching. She's going. And I want everyone to give her a big round of applause to Drew Blood. Woohoo! We'll miss you, Drew.
Recovering from knee surgery right now, a beautiful and talented Drew Blood.
She's why I'm here. It's no lie. Gonna miss you, Drew.
All right, pack underway. Loosen the pack all by her lonesome out there. Power jam situation for the DLF.
This is a diet jam. We only have two blockers out there. Saka Wench is racing the pack, trying to make it very hard for Lucin to get through it. Some great hitting by Trouble Loves Mimi.
A great awareness and teamwork there by Mow You Down and Trouble Loves Mimi. Mow You Down, been with the Wenches since the beginning. And Trouble Loves Mimi coming in last year and immediately, a big asset, swinging that asset to stop Lucinda Pack.
Mimi is just owning Lucinda Pack right now. They're still on her initial pass, so no scoring opportunity yet for DLF.
But look at the cavalry is here. The cavalry is here for DLF. Look at the defenders forming up there and stopping this wench assault. But wow.
This is the Trouble Loves Mimi jam right now.
Absolutely. Even Mo doesn't want to let her. I don't think anybody's allowed to block except for Mimi right now. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, and once again, another penalty on Klobber.
It's a major forearm, so you can only hit with your shoulders. You can't hit below. Your elbows are below, so Ivana Klobber.
I thought it was. She's in play.
I think the penalty box is full. You can't have more than two blockers sitting in the penalty box at one time. So if it's full, you have to go out and then go back in when there's an opening.
All right, three wall of DLF waiting at the back, trying to trap Rebel Bell. And meanwhile, Lucinda Pack, happy with the points she's scored, banks them and calls off to jam. Wow, what a run for DLF.
I would like to thank Jack FM, ladies and gentlemen, 96.5, Jack FM, playing what we want. Looks like Trouble Loves Mimi went to the penalty box for blocking out of play 20 feet in front of the pack. Huge run by DLF into Lucinda Pack. Penalties hurting Saka Wenches right now. We got team timeout for the Saka Wenches. It's a good call for a timeout, Professor. trying to hit the reset button right now.
Very good. Yeah, it's a momentum shifter timeout, I like to call it. Basically, you recognize that you are starting to lose it a little bit, and by stopping, resetting, getting back going with a fresh view, skate tool right there. Right there, Jinx never without a skate tool, and that's a sign of a veteran coach right there. Got to keep them wheels tight.
Huge opening so far for the Derby Liberation front. And I really, it's both teams are executing incredibly well, Professor, but right now it's penalties. You got to keep your skaters on the track, so you have to hit clean, you have to color inside the lines, and you have to keep everyone together in order to execute.
Well, we saw a little bit of point adjustment there already. DLF dropping from 50 down to 49. Still an amazing run by DLF, just a complete ownership there. Even as Lucinda Pack was getting beaten up there by Trouble Loves Beatty the entire time, the points did not stop. It's because the pack was so small, scant, it basically was traveling with her.
What's that? Up in the line for the Derby Liberation front, Yoko, oh no you didn't, number 20.
And XCon 18 in life. First whistle starts the pack, second whistle starts the skaters. XCon just a step or two ahead of Yoko, oh no you didn't.
XCon making an easy run through that front two wall. Well played. Last month, XCon just playing the best derby of her life. She's going out on this bout with that same fire. Nice hit from Julia Bravo, but Yoko squeaks around the outside.
Anarchist with the NR assist right there. Big shoulder, allowing Yoko, no you didn't, to break through. And XCon calls off the jam. Very smart there. Yoko on a roll. Thank you to our friends at the Seattle Sports Commission, better known as the SSC. The Rat City Roller Girls, proud members of the Seattle Sports Commission, driving economic development through tourism and sports and doing a heck of a job at it. Thank you to the Seattle Sports Commission.
Great playing there. Smart play. XCon just get lead jammer, get to the pack, call it off. That is Derby 101. Get the quick points and run that score, especially when you're behind. You need to hit it and quit it as much as possible. Penny Racer, number 2, up at the line for the Socket Wenches.
And Seditious Heart, number 16 for the Derby Liberation front. Seditious Heart jukes to the outside. Meanwhile, on the inside, Penny Racer gets lead jammer. Seditious Heart taking a big hit there, forced to fall back as Moya Down takes a penalty from something.
Rebel Bell, you saw her hit Seditious Heart out, run to the back of the pack, because if Seditious Heart would have come in front of her, that would have been a cut.
Wow, Penny Racer getting just a little ahead of Goody Two Skates, and now a rough, tough two-wall there. Foreman and working the cascade effect. The Wenches stopping Seditious Heart. One more to go, that's Teeny Mussolini. Mussolini forced to let her by rather than sever the pack.
Penny Racer with her second scoring pass there, getting 9 points on that run for the Wenches. It looks like that timeout worked out well.
That timeout worked great, and the Wenches are back in this. Oh, I'm just going to say it. Happy 12th anniversary, Connie Pinko from Sir Osis.
Aww.
That is really sweet. That's really sweet. 12 years, 7 of those.
That's the nicest thing we're going to say about a referee tonight.
Yeah, it's true. And once again, powered by booze, folks.
Okay. Corre Caminos, 104, up in the line for the DLF.
Oh, versus Juliet Bravo, the spirit of the 76, sending a spirited shoulder to the inside and then heads to the inside herself. Corey Caminos looking at a lot of friendly olive drab up there, but great work there at the back.
And our Kiss got a major elbow for that. Legal hitting with the elbow, so she's going to sit down for a minute.
Wow,
Still not
furious defense. Poison Berry just got Corey Caminos' number there. Now taking orders from Juliet Bravo as she wiles by, lets her by.
Juliet Bravo took a major cutting to the track. She passed one of the skaters out of bounds. She's going to sit down for a minute. Another power jam for Corey Caminos, who ran away with the last one she had.
All right, and that puts it all on the shoulders of the Socket Wench defense right there. But you got Poison Berry, you got Moya Down, and you got Severe in there
Aviator picked up an elbow that leaves more socket winches on the track blocking than DLF, so it's a nice advantage for socket winches in this DLF power jam.
Pack slowing down, forming up, keeping an eye on Corey Caminos. This is what you got to do. You got to do it. Corey Caminos from a dead stop, pouring on the speed, meeting up with Mo Down at the front of the pack.
Foxy Throwdown and Kitty Kamikaze trying to get some offense going. Was not able to open it up. Queen Mom!
Yes! I'm in this section here.
Oh, that one.
There's a nice young lady. It's her 13th birthday, her first derby. We have a present for her. Courtesy of Manic Panic there on the main concourse. They will give you a makeover for your birthday. Happy birthday, Chloe. Please don't turn into an evil teenager. Please. Thank you.
Too late. Lucinda Pat.